Powerhouse, presented by Alliant Energy.
Alliant Energy, we're on for you.
Welcome back to Powerhouse. As we mentioned earlier, one of the fastest and most cost-effective ways to weatherize your home is to add insulation to walls, attics, and crawl spaces. By properly weatherizing your home, you'll make it more comfortable and you'll save energy and money.
Air leaks between your home's interior and the outdoors can be a significant drain of energy and money. It's called air infiltration. To stop air leaks, all doors should be weather stripped and all windows should be caulked or sealed. Let's start with your doors.
The constant opening and closing of your home's exterior doors means that sooner or later, the weather stripping around the door is going to wear out. The entire area around every exterior door should have weather stripping so that when the door is shut, a tight seal forms to prevent any air from getting in or out.
There are plastic, vinyl, rubber, and foam weather strip kits you can buy that can be easily installed to seal the sides and the top of the door. Here's an easy-to-use peel and stick foam weather strip. You simply remove the paper backing and press the strip in place. This type of weather stripping is for doors and windows you don't use too much. Most permanent weather strip kits can be installed with a hammer or a screwdriver and scissors or tin snips. To install, position the strip with the flexible side facing the door. Attach it to the frame using screws or nails, depending on your kit. Repeat the process on both sides of the door, working from the top to the bottom. Trim the strip as needed. Close the door and check that the seal is tight all the way around.
At the bottom of the door is the threshold. Most new homes have an adjustable threshold that can be raised or lowered with screws to keep the bottom of the door sealed. If you don't have an adjustable threshold, you can install a continuous piece of weather stripping called a door sweep. Here's how. This sweep is a metal strip with a rubber blade attached. Measure it to the correct length, cut it, and screw it onto the bottom of the door. Leave enough room to adjust it up or down for a tight fit. When you're installing a door sweep, look closely to see if any light comes through the bottom of the door. If it does, adjust the sweep downward until no light comes through.
You can also save energy and money by weatherizing your windows. It's a topic that we've talked a lot about here on Powerhouse. Caulking gaps around the frames is a quick and inexpensive way to improve the energy efficiency of windows.
The first step in weatherizing a window is to caulk around the casing, which is the wooden frame around the window where it meets the wall. It may not seem like much, but a 1/16 inch crack around a window casing can let in as much air as leaving the whole window open 3 inches. At this home, we used a white latex caulk that's paintable in case the homeowner wanted to repaint the room in the future. To open up the tube, use your utility knife to slice off a small piece near the end. Another great tip is to cut the nozzle at a 45-degree angle so it comes out nice and even. Caulk can be a little tricky to work with if you've never used it before, so take a few minutes to practice on a piece of scrap paper or cardboard first. First-timers might want to try using a squeeze tube. They're a lot easier to handle than a caulking gun, although they are a little more expensive. Before you get started caulking, it's important to scrape off any old caulk and loose paint. It can keep the new caulk from sticking. Then wipe the area clean. Start at the top of the window and work your way down slowly, being careful to keep a steady bead of caulk flowing. When you get to the bottom, wet your finger and run it along the bead to press the caulk into the crack and smooth it out. Then take your damp sponge or rag and clean up any excess. And that's all there is to it. There's another type of caulk you can use to seal up the window. It's called rope caulk. It's almost like clay and comes in long strips. It's super easy to install. Just roll it out and press it into the crack. Again, you'll need to make sure the area is clean and dry to make sure that it stays put. Rope caulk should go wherever there's a moving part. The final step is adding window film to the window. The kits you can pick up at your hardware or home store are very simple to work with. First, you apply the double stick tape around the frame of the window. This tape is designed to come off without removing paint or wood finishes. You then center the film on the window and press it into the tape. You might need a helper for this part. Finally, use a hairdryer to tighten up the plastic and get a tight fit.
And Megan, that's all there is to it. By properly weather stripping your exterior doors and sealing the windows, you'll make your home more comfortable and you'll save energy and money.
That's right. Don't go away. There's lots more Powerhouse when we return. One source of significant heat loss in many homes is a wood-burning fireplace. If you have a room with a fireplace and the room is hard to heat, your fireplace damper may be allowing heat to escape. Here's a device that might help. The chimney balloon is an inflatable plastic chimney plug that prevents the heat loss caused by a broken, warped, or missing damper. It is installed by simply holding it in place in the chimney and inflating it with air. It can be deflated, reinstalled, and reused hundreds of times. What happens if you forget to remove the balloon before starting a fire? It will safely deflate in seconds and allow the smoke and carbon monoxide to exit your chimney. This winter, stop the heated air in your home from going right up the chimney.